Yeah. So I just want to kind of go live on here probably 30 minutes. I want to try things that I've never tried it out before. And so what's cool about it is I wish it would go to TikTok too, but Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch, LinkedIn, some other stuff. What it was like go two places at once. So everybody in the chat, yeah. Okay, I'm on YouTube. So what's up, everybody? This is an episode about everybody else say Arkansas. I think it's Arkansas. Let us know you're in the east. Come by, say hello. Share a story if you got one. Exactly. So before I forget, yeah, yeah, alternative market, Wausau, into Wausau Stones, market only. It's the first one. Pretty cool. Yeah, since being here. Well, let's record an episode because me and Chris have been busy, really busy. What do you just do? Both busy or popping? Yeah, let's not be busy. What about now? Can y'all hear us now? One, two, one, two. Michael, Eric. Yes, man. Do you know what we're talking about? All I'm gonna say about that subject. Can you hear me? Yes. One, two, three. Oh,
You all, and as I look around, I see a lot of participating artists.
testing, testing,
Really,
testing.
really great skills. We have a great time put together.
How about now? Hear us?
Thankful to be here.
Okay, I can hear it now.
Share it with them. Thank you.
There we go. Somebody with the luckily fake on here. Yep. But thank you, Michael McDaniel, for letting us know. I should have did that like a mic check before we started, but let me repeat what I was saying. We are here at Alternative Market in Owasso. Some fans out here, but we're here and live right now. So if you're in Owasso, maybe in Tulsa, the surrounding area, it's an Alternative Market. West Second Street. Look up the Red Bug. Tell your stories to us. Hang out with us. Scare us. He'd line it up. Yeah. Hell, man. About now. You can barely hear it. Testing. Yes, ma'am. There's a lot of people down here. Haven't made it yet. Come on down. There's some storage business. It seems like Keith Dawson is nothing. It sounds like here's one says mics are low, background noise is high. Jennifer Olsen Watson says I can hear the background noise. How about now? Yes. Seems like you think the mics are just picking up the background? Very easy.
Testing, testing, testing. Are there any spirits in here with us? Say something now. Let's see if we can get some spirits to
Okay,
talk
I
to us.
think. Okay, that's so weird. Okay, everybody, let me turn these down a little bit more. Kind of blast it out. Okay.
Keith Tulsa says, there we go. I guess we're on now.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. So it was weird because Michael said he could not hear us, so I switched that. Turns out, I don't know. He did. I could hear us through this, and then it was just like it went back to the way it was, and so. I mean, now I think we're all good. I think we're good. Is that what you're saying,
Awesome.
Chris?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out on chat. You keep an eye out on the Facebook chat. I'm on YouTube. Okay.
Now they said they can't see us. No, I'm just kidding. Just teasing.
Well, they're gonna just have to live without us, I guess. No, just kidding.
They can hear us, but they can't see us.
All right. A little bit of technical difficulties. We got it. We got it going. So this is our first time going live on like Facebook, YouTube. I just got on StreamYard, so I wanted to try it out. You know, we go on TikTok all the time, but maybe this can be another thing too, where we're on YouTube and Facebook. So I think it'd be a great other stepping stone, I guess. I don't know, but we are. Let me repeat everything I said. We are at Alternative Market here in Owasso, Oklahoma. If you're in the surrounding areas, you're in Owasso, come to the Red Bud Event Center. There's a market going on here. So we got vendors, we got art. What's that? Freeze-dried candy over there.
Yeah.
We got like snacks over here. We got Native American art. I mean, all kind of stuff going on. Mackenzie Lawfer has put this on and asked us to be here. First of the year right here. First annual, I guess you should say. And so we got Sandra Slade in the house. Tell everyone hey. Local comedian Sandra Slade, always killing the game out here. Had the opportunity to photograph her and her doing her thing on the comedy stage. So go check out Sandra Slade, everybody. But we just got through doing an episode about Arkansas, Chris. Chris
Yep.
had a lot of interesting write-ups about Arkansas.
Yep, there's some pretty eerie stuff they got in Arkansas. But one thing I want to try when I go to Arkansas is that Monster Burger.
Oh yeah,
So if you guys are in the area and pick me up a Monster Burger and bring it to Tulsa, I would sure appreciate that.
me too. Give me a triple Monster Burger.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll go on TikTok probably around 2. Probably spend an hour on there. But I just really want to check this out on here. So if y'all got any questions you want to ask, we'll probably be on here for about 15 more minutes.
Or if you got a story you would like to share, go ahead, share it with us.
Yeah, we'll be here till about 3 o'clock. And if you're in the area, come be on the live. Come tell your story to everybody. Come hang out.
Yep.
Come chill. Come make Chris scared.
Yep.
And I guess I'll go tomorrow, the 13th, October 13th, will be at the Woody Guthrie Center. We'll be live. We'll have a live episode recording. And come buy a ticket. It's $5 at the Woody Guthrie Center. Ask us questions in person. They're going to record it. They're going to do all that good stuff. And then I think we'll release it later on.
We're gonna have an awesome show tomorrow too.
Have you been there, Chris?
No, I haven't been there yet.
You ain't got to go there. It's a nice space. It's like a little movie theater. It's pretty cool. So I'm excited to be there. We got a stage. The lighting's gonna be dope, and it's just I can't wait to do it. I think you said it was haunted, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's an old area. Well, it used to be what, a train station? Is that right?
I think so.
And,
Yeah.
A lot of people came through there, so I can believe it being haunted. But anyway, I'm excited, and I know we got a cool show. We got a cool topic. We'll wait till tomorrow to unveil it, and you guys gonna like it. You know, if you guys get a chance, at least get on it on the internet or Facebook or wherever we're gonna do it on. You know, make sure you don't miss this one. It's gonna be a good one. Got some eerie stories for tomorrow. It's gonna rock you.
Those lightning bolts.
Yep.
So you can give you those.
Give you those dark lightning bolts. Dang, go all the way down to your jeans.
Those yellow.
Yeah. Yellow and brown. You know. God. They're gonna be twisted like that barbershop. Like that. God. Supernatural even. Like that way.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. So we did Arkansas, and you brought up. I always forget that word, supernatural. How come it's called supernatural? I mean, because you talked about natural, but where does the word super, like, how does that? Why did that fit in there? I guess you could say.
Well, the reason I use that term supernatural is because you can't explain it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that story that we were talking about, the happenings in that story, you cannot explain in natural way. It's something beyond natural, which makes it supernatural. You know, it goes into that realm of mystics, you know, and, you know, again, a lot of these stories, you know, you just cannot explain. You might think you might know, or, you know, it might stump you and make you think something else. You know, again, these are, you know, a lot of those stories that we talked about on that episode, you know, these creatures, they're not like you and I. They can go in and out, you know, of this realm and do a lot of things, you know, because they have that ability. So again, you know, that's why I use that term, you know, supernatural, because You can't explain it. I don't care who you are. There's no rhyme or reason to it.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. Somebody said Supernatural is a good TV show.
I haven't seen it. Have you?
That is Supernatural. Is that the one? I'm thinking of Charmed. I like Charmed. Supernatural. Who's that with? Plastic. Who's in that? I've heard of it, but I just never watched it. Is it? I'll have to check it out though. Supernatural. I've heard of it. I just never got to watch it.
Nancy Tulsa was asking when can she send a video. You can send that video. Can she send it on this?
What do you mean?
She's asking when can I send one of you a video clipping of something I caught on my camera a couple years ago.
You send it on Facebook if you're friends with, you are friends with us, I think. So Spirit Talkers, our Facebook profile, or you can send it to our personal, Chris Hill or Russell Sun Eagle on Facebook, Instagram. It might be best on Facebook though. I think like with videos on Instagram, when you send it through Messenger, I think you could only view it one time, whereas on Facebook we could save it probably and then maybe show it on the show if you like. It's up to you though, or if you just want us to watch it and dissect it, that'd be what we do too. I mean, we've had people tell us stories and everything, but yeah, send it to Russell Sun Eagle or Chris Hill or our Facebook Messenger, Spirit Talkers Podcast.
She sent another message like I have a video clipping of something that I think it's an LP. Yeah, you can send it to me or Russell or whomever, and we'll definitely look at it and show it if you'd like us to.
Yeah,
we'll be willing to share it and talk about it as well.
She also said, what was the medicine that our medicine men gave to the white man to cure cancer?
Again, this is something, I think everybody's got to hear. All these medicines that you get from, let's say, pharmaceuticals, all this, they were all natural herbs. It was the white man that took them, put them into pills or put them into shots and turned around and sold it to people. There's a lot of these medicines that you use today, whether it's diabetes, heart, all this stuff, it came from indigenous people, not only indigenous people from the Americas, but from worldwide. They have people that go out to these countries that, they find that there's a cure for something, or maybe they find out, people are taking certain things for certain items or for certain sicknesses. They'll do a study. If it comes through, then they'll turn it into a pill or a shot. Then they end up selling it. And to me, that's just crazy because, again, everybody thinks, Indian medicine or this holistic style of medicine, is no good. Well, what about, these pills that you buy from the pharmacy? They got those things in there too. So, again, I don't know. That might be more of a, I don't know how you say, broadened answer, but
yeah,
hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now, it's kind of going back to that natural healing, I guess. A lot of people are studying more about, and they're learning more about these pharmaceuticals that can cause a lot more damage than healing, really. And like Chris was saying, to sell it, I mean, yeah, this might be a whole other thing, but I mean, it's just like a huge money that can be made from pharmaceuticals when really, I mean, what we do before that, like Chris was saying, like the natural herbs and remedies and stuff, but I mean, everybody kind of wants a quick pill, I guess, to get well.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, like, I see it all the time on TV when I watch sometimes like these commercials with all these medicines that have so many side effects. And there's like just ongoing list of side effects to curing something. So I don't know to cure cancer. I don't know. Of course, like now it's chemotherapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is to cure it. But I mean, I don't know if we gave them anything.
Well, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That's what
Is
I
that
was saying. All these medicines that they use, even to cure cancer, they came from indigenous people.
Mm-hmm.
And what makes it bad, is that where you have your ancient people or your medicine people that's supposed to have this knowledge that tell you when and how to take this. There was a certain amount that you took, a certain etiquette when you was taking this medicine. Again, you don't get that when you get a pill form. Yeah, you might get the natural stuff, but again, who's to say you're taking more than what you need?
Yeah.
And that's what when you went to see somebody or when you go see somebody, they have that perspective of treating you as an individual instead of as a general or a blanket, because what might help me with this cancer might not help Russell, or he might need more or less than what I take.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that when you put it in pill form, you can't do that. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah. Everyone's different, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we need different, like you said, healing factors, I guess. So yeah.
I was doing some research just recently on medical practices, and if you go back and you know your history, especially your medical history, way back then, in Europe, when they used to buy bodies and, do all this kind of stuff, when things were new, a lot of that stuff that they used, in today's day, you would consider witchcraft or it being so archaic that, it wouldn't be any good. But if you didn't go through those stages and those steps, you wouldn't have the medical procedures you have today. If that makes sense to you. So I thought that was pretty cool on my research on the medical field, on some of these surgeries like brain surgery and, taking out gallstones and, all this stuff, way back then, they had different ways of doing things. And sometimes you lived and sometimes you died from these treatments. But again, if you read those first writings of how they came up with the cure for let's say liver transplant, they ain't sound like witchcraft.
Yeah.
So anyway, to me it's just crazy. But anyway, maybe that's not on topic, but I just thought that was crazy.
Yeah, it is. I don't want a quick overnight cure. I'm meaning something other than chemo. Our ancestral medicine men were getting sick with the white man's diseases that they brought them. Their tribal members were getting cancer. So all the medicine men came together and they brought their medicines together and came up with the cure for cancer. They then took it to the white man's doctors and told them the medicine they put together would cure their cancers. That's from Nancy, the same person.
Yeah, I agree. That's kind of what I was saying.
Yeah.
So again, there's different things out there depending on what region you're from that you can use, for cancer type things. And I will say this, this much about that is that they're all like teas, different teas, from your area that can help with cancer. Even I was even told at one time, even this tea that you drink today, if you drink that more than you do pop, you know, it helps with a lot of different things. You know, of course, it's when you put sugar and all those additives in tea doesn't make it bad. Same way with coffee. You know, it comes from natural, tea type subject, but
Mhm.
it can be helpful. But when you overuse it and you add sugar and cream and your latte and everything like Russell,
Yeah, right here.
he had to have what? What did he have to have? Like three sugars
Oh,
and
I'll tell you what, Chris. So I fill it up to about right here with coffee, and I dump French vanilla cream up until it's about right here. So
God,
coffee here, French vanilla cream here, and I
damn,
put about 3 to 4 packets of sugar
and
into it.
just a splash of hazelnut. No, just kidding.
A pumpkin spice. I'm
God,
part of the crew now.
just a splash.
Yeah,
just like
I'm,
that.
I'm part of the crew now. Pumpkin spice,
God,
but Chris is right. You know, like that is true. I'm trying to limit my. I've been trying to. I've been trying to limit my sugar intake. I mean, just because like it's not good for you. I mean, it's crazy. Sugar is like legalized. I mean, imagine because I've gotten off sugar. Like I stopped drinking pop. Uh, I've got to where I would only eat like healthy fats, and so I did that for about 3 months. And I don't know. One day, I dropped a lot of weight, and I was like, man, I'm gonna have a soda. Man, I had a Dr. Pepper, and it burned so bad in my throat, and I got jittery again because I didn't have sugar for a long time, and so it gave me a headache too. And so, once you get yourself off sugar and you go back to it, like Chris was saying, like, but it's so addictive. I mean, because it's so sweet, and it's just, I don't know, and it gives you energy, is what they say. But I mean, it's just, I don't know. I've been really trying to watch my sugar intake and just trying to kind of take better care of myself, I guess. It's hard though when
yeah.
everything is so convenient around here.
Even they even say cocoa. The main ingredient that makes chocolate. It can be used. In several different ways. To
Mhm.
help the human body. But it's when people like me, I'm addicted to chocolate.
Mhm.
I'll say that much. Uh, when you add the sugar and the syrups and all that stuff, then it makes it bad for you. But in reality, though, chocolate is good. I just say that much.
Well, they say dark chocolate is good. I don't know if you like dark chocolate. Do you like dark chocolate?
I like it all. I like
Yeah.
white chocolate, dark chocolate,
They say
chocolate.
well, I guess it's like the real dark chocolate, the cocoa you were talking about, that can be used. Instead, they don't use a lot of sugar and stuff.
That's my Sioux name. They call me up north. Dark chocolate. Yeah.
Nancy also said, I was told dandelion root tea. Yeah, dandelion tea is good for you.
Yeah.
It does a lot for your intestine. It does so much. It basically cleans you out, is what I was told too. So if you're not ready for it, man, it'll heal you from a lot of stuff you've been taking in, like the junk food, the sugar we just talked about. It'll clear. But I mean, it's more than one day. You got to probably do it a week or so.
Yeah, there's ginger.
Cleanse.
There's ginseng. There's American style ginseng that a lot of tribes they use it several different ways. Even cedar.
Yeah.
People don't they forgot that kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
Of making teas from those cedars and sweetgrass and also sage.
Mm-hmm.
All this stuff can be made into a tea. You can also cook with it and eat with it. It's just as today we've lost a lot of that kind of knowledge. Of how to use these type of herbs, how to benefit from these things. But I'll just say this much: all you natives out there, you all are familiar with the 4 sacred herbs that the Creator gave us, and with those 4 sacred herbs, they cure a lot of things. And I'll just say that much.
Yeah. Sorry, there's a fashion show going on. We missed it.
God. I think you were supposed to be in there, Russell.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be in there. I missed my spot.
He was going to walk like that.
Keith Tulsa said, me and my wife were door dashing one evening and had a delivery in Sand Springs. The directions took us by Chandler Park, and it was around 8 in the evening. As we just passed the park, there are no lights, and it's super dark along the road. As we came around a small bend, we noticed someone walking along the road with no lights, like a flashlight or even a phone, and they were just walking. And they were just walking with this weird posture and looking down. It gave us chills because why would someone be out there with no light at all? Well, a few days later, we took a delivery the same way and noticed the roadside memorial for someone that died in that spot.
Wow.
We seen the person walking. I researched it and came to find out there was a young guy that was on a motorcycle and had gotten hit and killed by someone there. Found his picture and the chills hit the both of us 100 times. Hit us times 100. The pic of the young man and what we seen walking had the exact same hair color and styled the same way. Haven't been back that way since. And that goes back to our. Did we do a Highway Ghost episode?
Yeah, we did
like
that.
a full episode.
Yep.
I can't remember. That's a good one though, Keith.
But for that.
That
story.
was that's a really good story. I'll be sure to not go down that way in Sand Springs because I DoorDash sometimes. So I'll be on the lookout for that to decline that order.
Yeah.
Nancy, I'm all for natural remedies like for congestion. I use warm, fresh brewed green tea with a spoonful of honey because honey has a natural antibiotic that helps fight off colds.
Yep.
Yeah, I buy local honey. I just started buying local honey, and there's also one called I think it's oh man, but it has all kind of stuff in it. I have to do more. I can't remember the name, but local honey. We're in Oklahoma, so I started doing research about local honeys and how when you eat the local honey by itself, it's good for you. It's good sugars. Those are good sugars. Those are natural sugars. That's the pollen. You're eating all the pollen, and you won't get so sinus infected sometimes. So
be all congested.
Yeah, you won't be all congested like that. And I mean, yeah, for congestion too, like making tea out of honey. I mean, or making tea and then kind of sweetening it with sugar or honey is great too. So I mean, but I stand by honey 100%. So that's what I've been. I mean, it's expensive. I think mine was like $12 for a little bottle.
You know how I like my honey? I like it with peanut butter.
Do you?
On my sandwiches.
That's not good, Chris.
But it's good.
Trying to be healthy here.
Be good.
You're giving everyone ideas.
Yeah.
Adrian Echohawk, Noah from Fort Yukon, the creepiest village thus far from me in Alaska.
Noah.
Adrian. Tell us more about that. Nancy said, what doctors should be telling their patients is to boost their immune system, that their immune system will be their best defense against cancer. But instead they use chemo, which weakens their immune systems and gives tumors room to grow. I've heard stories where people have had cancer. I mean, we get cancer all the time, so it's up to our bodies to fight it off. But I heard a story where multiple stories, different people having cancer that they didn't know. And then once they went to the doctor and the doctor told them, like, you got cancer, I think all that just kind of makes it grow. But I've heard different stories about how they were fine. And then once they were told that, then they had to go through the whole process of what to do after that. So, but yeah, I mean, it's hard though. It's hard to keep your body right. And here, I mean, like I said, everything's so convenient. Sometimes you don't want to cook. Sometimes grass-fed meat is so expensive you don't want to buy it. I get it. What causes sleep paralysis?
Taco Bell. No.
Sonic. I don't know. I think I had sleep paralysis one time, but I'm not sure.
We did an episode on that.
Yeah.
So we got a whole episode that kind of discusses that and theories on that. So I want to encourage you to check that out just a little bit.
Yeah, that's one of our earlier episodes. So go check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I think it's just called sleep paralysis. So I have Adrian. I have super duper scary stories and even video, and I'm only here for 3 days. I fly back tomorrow. We'll send them in.
Where you at?
She said Fort Yukon.
Awesome.
Fort Yukon. But yeah, we'll probably go live on TikTok here. 3210. Derek Morris, CO from the disaster zone formerly known as Northeast Tennessee. Oh man, Derek.
How you doing over there? You doing all right?
Yeah, heard it got pretty bad over there, man. Sorry about that.
Yep.
Hope you're doing okay, Derek. Nancy said I had 2 experiences with it 2 years ago, meaning sleep paralysis. Yeah, go check out our episode about sleep paralysis and might have some answers for you there. But Derek, man, we hope you're doing okay. I know devastating hurricane that happened. So I hope you're doing all right, man. Hope everything works out and gets better out there. But if you're in Tulsa tomorrow, check us out at the Woody Guthrie Center. We'll probably go live on TikTok. If you don't follow our TikTok, it's Spirit_Talkers at Spirit_Talkers on TikTok. So about to go live on there. Go check us out on there. I wanted to check out StreamYard, see what it was like to go on Facebook and YouTube. So, Chris, anything else?
Nope, it's just getting hot in here. All the movie stars,
Better
and
tough it out.
all the models they got in here,
All
all the vendors,
the breath.
God, all that.
That ancient BO coming in.
Yeah. Dude, waft right by you. No. Yeah. Made that eye start twitching, boy. Just like that way, boy.
I listened to that on our last episode, that ancient smell.
Yeah.
I was cracking up. But everybody go check us out on TikTok. Might get a few waters here. I don't know. But we'll see you there.
Yeah,
I'm
come on down.
I'm going to turn this off. Chris, talk to him while I turn it off.
All right.
Or not.